Hi guys! So today I thought I would kind of take you guys with me as I plan out my Sunday. Oh, I'm so happy to see so many of you guys here right now. Oh, hi guys! I see some people in Hungary, in the East Coast, Scotland, France. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, so if you guys have seen my Plan With Me videos before, then you know I have my Hobonichi cousin that do most of my planning in. And at the top of each page for the daily spreads, there's like this little section at the very top that has these like check boxes. So I use that as a sort of habit tracker. So in there, I always put my to-dos that I have to get done like every morning. I always have my YouTube comments and Instagram comments that I always try to like always reply to and update as much as I can. And then I also put in that I need to stretch every morning and that I have to take my vitamins. And then I also put in blue to always try to answer at least a couple of questions on Tumblr because I get tons and tons of messages from you guys in my inbox and it gets kind of overwhelming sometimes, but I always try to at least answer a couple every day. And so, oh, Willow Jean, you have exams tomorrow? Girl, good luck. I hope everything goes really, really well. Hopefully, you get a lot of sleep tonight so you do well tomorrow. Hi, Kathleen from England. All right, so then I'm going to add a couple of things that I have to get done today. I first have a couple of chapters that I want to get done in the Kite Runner, which is a book that I'm currently reading for my English class. So I have to work on chapter 12, and then I'll just keep adding and adding throughout the day. Rachel's asking what stretching I do in the morning. Normally, it depends on like how sore I am from marching band, but usually I'll stretch out like my legs a lot and I'll stretch out my shoulders and I'll stretch my arms and my triceps and everything. And yeah, someone's asking my opinion on traveler's notebooks like Midori. I actually don't have any experience with those before. I've never used them and I've never really like even held one before, but I think they look super super nice and I, think that if I ever decided to travel a lot, I would definitely invest in one. They look really awesome. The chat's going so fast. Hi John. And Maria's asking, are you back in school yet? No, I am not. My school starts August 29th. So I have about a week before I go back to school for my senior year. So that's pretty fun. Let's see. Oh, Maple's planning in her bullet journal at the same time. That's awesome. Let's see. Study Queen is asking, how do I feel about the upcoming school year? It feels kind of bittersweet because I'm happy that my senior year is starting, but I'm also kind of sad because I've already had marching band camp that started and it's my last season as I'm in high school. So it's, sort of sad. Everyone's like, oh, this is our last first day and everything, but I think I'm overall really excited. Let's see. Penguin 45 asks, do I still like the High-Tech-C mica pens, which are the ones that I'm using right now, even though they're sort of scratchy? The answer is yes, I do like them still. They scratch a lot because the nib is really, really thin, but I do like that it's really thin, so there's no like bleeding through the paper of my Hobonichi planner. Let's see. Jasmine has exams tomorrow. Good luck, good luck. I hope everything goes really, really well. And, Nika started a bullet journal today. That's awesome. I hope you saw my how to start a bullet journal video. Hopefully that helped too. Let's see. How do I manage my school and time? I talked about that a bunch in my time management video that I put up on my channel a couple of days ago. And I use a lot of apps, and there are a ton of Google Chrome extensions that you can use to manage your time too. But I find that as long as you prioritize everything that you have to get done, normally your time will manage pretty, pretty well. Let's see. Oh, Shreya started planning because of me. You're welcome. I'm so glad that you found that planning helps you. Sophia's asking, what are the pros of being in marching band? I think it is just the most fun thing that I do. I really think that being with such a tight knit group of people working towards the same goal is so, so fun. And I love playing and I love marching and I love being with my friends. So those are definitely pros for me. Do I journal every day? Asks Happy Baker. I try my best to. I actually use this notebook that I got from Bloom Daily Planners. It's like this really nice vintage floral print that's super, super pretty. And it has basically just some like ruled pages in it, but the paper quality is really awesome. So I try to journal every day. And in addition to just journaling, I find it's a good way to practice my cursive. So I always write all my journal entries in cursive just to be a little bit, to like spend some time practicing that. Vlog for me asks, can I do planner organization and tips? Yeah, sure. So I've done how to start a planner as a video, I think a week ago or so, and that definitely has a lot of tips that would work well for organizing in a planner. Oh, Lena uses that notebook for her bullet journal. That's so awesome. I bet it looks so, so cool. A bunch of people are asking for freshman advice. I'm actually planning on making a video solely devoted to high school freshman advice because I know that starting high school is a really scary time, but I'm definitely going to have a video on that soon. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you can see and be updated on when that video comes out. Moshi asks, do you have Apple devices? What are they? I have my MacBook Air that I use as my main laptop, and then I also have my iPhone Rose Gold that I use all the time. Dawn Breaker asks, Serena, what's your fave book? Definitely the Harry Potter series. Advice for studying subjects you've never had in school from Rachel. So I've experienced this a lot. Like I did a chemistry class for the first time last year and I didn't really know what to expect at all. But if you're going into a new subject without really knowing anything about the subject matter at all, a good way to practice is to make sure that you're really looking, like you can just look up random things online, like, you know, basics of chemistry or anything like that, even on like Tumblr, and find like advice and tips for it. So that would definitely be a good way to start a subject that you aren't familiar with. How old am I? Asks Street Style. I am 17. And Nura asks how to seriously stop procrastination. So I talked about this in my how to avoid procrastination video with all of my tips that I definitely use all the time. So I would definitely suggest checking out that. Do you have any tips to stay motivated and defeat procrastination? Asks Camille. Yes, I've done videos on both of those subjects, and I think that advice in those two videos will definitely help you out. Lindy asks, can you do a video on how to deal with school pressure? That's something that is really big. I know for everyone across the globe, everyone feels a lot of pressure to do well, especially if you go to a school that's really competitive. So I think that I will definitely try my best to do a video on that soon. Mona asks, did you take 8th grade math or did you do algebra in 8th grade? I actually did geometry in 8th grade and did algebra 1 in 7th grade. Alexis asks, how did you study for chemistry? I did a lot of studying with like worksheets that my teacher gave us. It wasn't a very like textbook heavy class. It was mostly very much emphasized on the worksheets and handouts that the teacher gave us. Pooja asks, can you do a video on different study techniques? Yes, definitely. I think that I definitely want to do videos on more like note-taking methods and ways to study because there are so many, and I definitely am going to add some for the school year. Nora is asking, can you do more Plan With Me videos in your bullet journal? That's like a really, really good idea. I think that I want to do more of those. I think maybe I could do my September Plan With Me video with both my planner and in my bullet journal so you guys can see how I plan using both. That's definitely something I think I could actually do. Sari asks, how many hours per day do you study? So I don't have a specific amount of time that I study every day. It's more that I try my best to get certain work done every day, if that makes sense. So, for example, yesterday you can see here that I keep all of my schoolwork and homework in black on my planner. And so I have chapter 10 plus the summary and dialectical for chapter 10, the same for chapter 11 and for chapter 12, all planned for yesterday. I ended up not doing chapter 10, and I just did chapter 10 and chapter 11 and ended up not doing chapter 12, which I pushed to the next day, so I'm adding that in. So I just try to aim to complete a certain amount of schoolwork each day. Shan asks, what Muji notebooks are you using? I am currently just using one. I have another one that I have not used yet. This one is my current bullet journal. It's very, very thin. I think it's about 100 pages, but it's the B6.5 millimeter notebook, and it's the black and gray one with squared paper. So I'm using this as my bullet journal right now, and I'm very happy with it. And I especially like that it's really, really thin and small. Narayani asks, do I have any quotes that I use to motivate me? So yeah, definitely. I find that there are a lot of cute ones that I found on Tumblr, and I use those as an extra dose of motivation if I'm feeling especially unmotivated. And I definitely try to look at those whenever I'm not feeling it. Please make a video on the best way of taking notes in a creative way. Yeah, I think I'll definitely try to find more creative ways to take notes, and I'll definitely try to do so when school has started. Leah asks, what subjects are you taking this year? I answered that in my school routine tag video, and I think I'm taking about 8 or 9 classes this year. Allison asks, tips and advice for new study blurs. I would definitely recommend being as active as you can and making sure that you are posting a lot of your own content, because that's one way people can find your blog specifically. And definitely use all the hashtags that you can. Mayan asks, how to not feel sleepy in class. Definitely drink a lot of iced water. If you're not a caffeine girl, definitely drink some ice cold water. It's definitely one way that I think keeps me awake during morning classes, so that's something I would definitely suggest. I saw a couple people asking, did I stop my Bujo Battle series? I did for now, and I am definitely planning on doing more Bujo Battles videos eventually, but I don't know if I'm going to do them in the near future, because they end up taking a lot of time for me to make compared to other videos, and especially with school starting, I need to make sure that I'm still devoting time to my schoolwork and not just to YouTube. Goulet Ballet asks, do you like rain? Yes, I love rain. It's my favorite weather ever. Hey guys, I have a question. What kind of classes are you taking? Because I know that every year people take different subjects and different classes. So I've always been kind of curious as to what other people are taking. This year, my first year that I'm taking a physics class. And so I'm sort of nervous about that because I know that it's pretty math heavy and there's a lot of math involved with physics. But what classes are you guys taking? Ooh, Goulet Ballet is also taking physics, and I see some people taking Spanish. Some Happy Baker's taking 13 subjects. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Biology, English literature, media, and French from Rebecca. Ooh, that sounds fun. Trigonometry. Oh, I kind of liked trigonometry. It was my favorite math subject. And ooh, Multimedia art sounds really, really fun. Oh my God, it's going so fast. Chemistry, geometry, physics. That's so awesome. I know it's so cool to see how everyone takes completely different things. Ooh, Hannah Banana's taking symphonic band. Same girl. I love, love, love band. And ooh, theology. There's so many subjects that my school like doesn't offer, but I know I'll be able to take in college, like theology and like astrology and all sorts of things like that. Naya T has 35 courses. Oh my gosh, that must be really, really tough, but I hope you get through all of that. Um, Taking 14 subjects. Oh my, I thought I was taking a lot with my 9 subjects that I'm taking in school. That's so, so amazing. Engineering from Ori and Anu. And ooh, there are a couple more symphonic band people. Oh, Steffi is taking neuroscience. That's something I really, really am interested in. I want to make sure I'm taking a couple classes like that in college. And ooh, hey, it's SN is taking the IB this year. And I've heard the IB is really, really difficult. I've never actually done that at all because it's not like offered at my school, but I've heard it's a really, really tough program. Sanjana takes her 3rd year in physiology this year. That's so awesome. That's something that I think is super, super interesting. I definitely think I want to take a physiology class eventually. And let's see. Ooh, Mandarin from Asha. That is awesome. There's only like 4 or 5 language classes that are offered at my school. So I think that there are a lot of different languages that I'd definitely be interested in taking. Ooh, Charlize is taking orchestra. That's awesome. I have so many friends in orchestra, and I've always really wanted to be good at a stringed instrument, but it's just not my thing. And ooh, Cleo is taking political science. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. There's so many. Philosophy. Oh, that's so cool. Medicine. I'm like, so there's so many people who are taking like so many subjects. Like Queen Fall is taking 16. That's so much. Vanessa98 is asking, what do you want to study in course? So in college, I'd really like to study neuroscience. I've mentioned that before. That will obviously like change if my interests change, but as of now, that's something I'm definitely interested in taking. Adila is asking, is psychology hard? So I think that I took AP Psychology my sophomore year of high school. I thought the subject was super, super interesting. And so I found that when I was outlining and doing my homework for the class, it didn't feel as challenging because I was interested in the subject and I wanted to know more about the things that we were learning. So in that respect, I didn't think it was that hard. Ashita is asking college. I'm not really sure what you're asking, but I am going to be attending a college next school year. Willow Jean is asking, please do a video about choosing a college major. I think that since I haven't really chosen my major yet, I've just kind of decided what I'm interested in studying. I could probably do a video on that like once I'm in college. Sophia's asking, was APUSH hard for you? It really wasn't that difficult for me personally, but AP classes differ so much throughout like different teachers and different schools and different curriculum and all that sort of thing. So, I mean, if you're curious about like a specific class, you would probably get a better answer from someone that goes to your own school. Winlet is asking, what's an AP? AP stands for Advanced Placement, and it's like a type of course that is a little bit more challenging than an honors course and is like a college level class that you can take a test for at the end of the year to see if you can get college credit. Ooh, Nika, good luck on your SAT and entrance exams. I hope those go really, really well for you. Ellie Beauty is asking, are you nervous about your freshman year in college? Yes, I am definitely really, really nervous. I know that it's a really weird adjustment period for most people, and I have a lot of friends who are currently moving into their college right now as freshmen, so I've been talking to them a lot and getting their experiences as well. Shin is asking, can you do a video on organizing your desk? Yes, definitely. I've actually done 2 desk tours, and both of those videos really show you exactly how I organize my desk and how I organize everything that I keep in it and how I set up my study space and all that. And you is asking, are all-nighters good? I'm taking one right now. I'm on my break. Oh, I'm glad you decided to check out this live stream on your break. But I personally don't believe in all-nighters. I've pulled one all-nighter before, but I've not done one since. I think that, at least for me personally, it's really hard for me to function during the day if I have class the next day. So that's something I definitely don't recommend personally. But if it works for you, you got to do it. Hi, Angelique. Let's see. Moshi Love is asking, what courses are you taking for college? I don't know that yet because I haven't really been accepted to a college yet because I haven't finished applying. Aisha is asking, what pencil case do you suggest? So that really depends on how many pens you have and how many things that you like to carry around with you when you're at school. I definitely think that if you have like an insane amount of pens like I do, then the Kipling 100 pen case is great. But there are a ton that are different sizes and that are like better, I guess, for specific needs. Manya is asking, what's your fave thing about school? I don't know, honestly. I think my favorite thing about school is when you have like a really, really good teacher who's really passionate about what they're learning, then I think the entire like class for the entire year is just a really, really good experience. And so that's definitely one of my favorite things. IX Wolves, IX asks, do you take notes on your computer? I personally don't, mostly because I find that it's kind of inconvenient with the classes that I specifically take. So I don't, but I know that in college I probably will. Maybell Learn, hey, she asks tips for starting a StudyTube. So StudyTube is basically just a YouTube channel that is focused on studying, much like mine. And so if you're looking to start a YouTube channel, I would definitely say that something that is really good to focus on, especially when you're starting out, is to try to make sure that you're uploading really consistently and as often as it is possible for you, because I think the more videos you put out, the more people can find you based on those videos. Paula asks, favorite place to buy stationery? Definitely Target. I'm really lucky where we have a lot of Targets near me, so I definitely shop there because it's really convenient. Mona asks, did you or how many high school credit classes did you take in middle school? I took 4 because that was the like maximum that we were allowed to. Corey asks, how long does it normally take you to do your to-do list in the morning? So I do my to-do lists like this. These are actually like my to-do lists in my Hobonichi planner, and I do them every single morning. If you guys add me on Snapchat, you can kind of get a gauge of how long it takes. Normally it only takes about like 10 minutes. It's obviously taking a little bit longer on here because I'm answering questions as well as filling out the things I need to get done. Vanessa asks, how many hours of sleep do you need to function effectively for the next day? This is definitely dependent on different people. I find that if I get around 7 to 9-ish hours, I'm good, and I feel like I can function really well the next day. Julia Mary asks, can you drive? Yes. Alien asks, do I participate in sports? No, I do not. I'm not a very athletic person, but I definitely respect people who do sports. Lynette asks, please do a what's in my pencil case with the Lee Hit Lab pen case. Definitely. I have actually already filmed the clips for that, and I will definitely have that up as soon as possible. So that's definitely going to happen. Alyssa asks how to stay motivated. I actually did an entire video dedicated to that on my YouTube channel. So if you check out that video, you'll definitely get all of the advice that I have. Jen D asks for junior year advice. Ooh. So I just completed my junior year, which for those of you who don't know is your 11th grade year here in the United States. And I think that advice for that, really make sure that you get enough sleep, because I know that it's a really stressful time, especially like with all the pressure you get to have the best grades that you possibly can. So definitely get enough sleep. Try your best to prioritize the things that you need to get done. Sophia asks, why do you switch from bullet journal to planner? I found that, especially for these monthly views that I can show you right here. So all of these monthly calendar views have the box calendar layout already set up in my planner for me. But in my bullet journal, I had to draw out each layout, and that took a really long time. Like, adding in all of my events and stuff into one of these monthly spreads in my planner takes maybe like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. But when I do that same process in my bullet journal, it could take like an hour, because I have to really draw out the calendar and then add in all of my stuff. So I found that it was just too time consuming for me to keep up with. Hey guys, I have a question. I wanted to know, like, what is your favorite type of video that I do on my channel? Like, do you guys prefer that I do all sorts of live streams? Do you prefer that I do more plan with me videos, that I do more study with me videos, the normal like advice videos that I normally put out, more videos on stationery? Like, what do you guys think? Because I think that it's important for me to kind of know what you guys want out of my channel as well, just so I make sure that I'm doing the best job that I can as someone with a YouTube channel. And so, I mean, okay, so Asha says more study with me videos. I'm definitely actually planning on doing a couple more of those during the school year, because I'll have the classes that I'm taking, so I'll be able to study more regularly. Ooh, okay, so many of you agree and want more study with me videos, so that's definitely something I'll do more of. And routines and advice. Okay, cool. Live streams, study, lots and lots of study with me videos, and some stationery videos. I have a couple of stationery videos that I have planned that will be upcoming within the next few weeks, so definitely look forward to that. Ooh, a lot of people, like Charlene is saying, routines, and same with spirited resilience. Okay, so I'll definitely try to do more routine videos. I know that I did my summer study routine, and a lot of people really, really liked that one. So I will try to film like an after school routine, like how I break up my time after I get home from school. I think that would definitely be something that would help people. More planner videos, bullet journal videos, study with me videos. Awesome. How long should we do our homework? Asks Dana Bakerd. It really depends on the work that you have. I don't do my homework for the same amount of time every day, mostly because I find that it's not the same every day. I get different amount of workload every day. Like, I don't have like 2 essays to do every single day along with some reading. Like, I have different combinations of homework, so I just complete all the homework that I need to get done, and I don't really time it. Natalie asks for a night routine on my channel. I think I'll definitely try my best to do that, as long as it's related to studying. Canadian undergrad asks for unboxing videos. Ooh, that might be really fun if I got some like stickers or stationery or something from a shop online, and then I unboxed it for you guys. That'd be pretty fun. The only Matthew asks, could you do a video on procrastination? Yes, I've actually already done one. If you check on my channel, it's called How to Stop Procrastination, I believe. And that has all of my advice for avoiding that. And, Chechi asks for note-taking videos. I will absolutely be doing some of those throughout this school year because my note taking methods really change a lot based on the classes that I'm taking. Grack Grack asks, do you exercise? Yes. Love Guru asks, where do you buy your pens? I usually buy all of my pens from Amazon. Angelique asks, do you do DIYs? So for those who don't know, DIYs are items that you do it yourself. So it's like a little like kind of crafty project. And I personally don't because I don't really have the time to do so. But I know that some people do and it's really awesome. Jeanette asks, what do you do on your study breaks? Usually when I take a break, I'll check my planner for the day, see if there's anything that I need to get done, and then I will also sometimes I'll go and practice my instrument during a study break, or I will get a snack or take a shower or anything like that. Lonely Purple asks, how do you stay consistent in your bullet journal? So I'm actually not very consistent in my bullet journal at all because normally I just write down like my collections and lists of things in my bullet journal and do most of my planning in my planner. So, yep. Love Guru asks, how long have you been uploading on YouTube? It's been about a year and like a month and a half, I think. Josh asks how to deal with obnoxious parents who ask about your scores, where you're applying, and what you want to do. I think that like my parents aren't personally like that at all. They really support everything I want to do, and I'm so driven internally that they don't really have to do a lot of nagging about my studies or anything. But if you do have parents who you find are really bugging you about certain things at school and your scores and everything, maybe just have a talk with them, sit down and like just talk, just communicate and say, like, maybe they don't even know that this is something that bothers you. So if you really try to communicate and have an open line of communication with your parents, I think a lot of problems could be resolved that way. Cheyenne asks, any tips for balancing a social life with school and studying? Yeah, I would definitely recommend that you not so for me personally, like I don't go out like every single day or anything, but I whenever I do make plans, I make sure that I do that, and I try my best to make sure that whenever I do go out, I've already finished everything that I plan on doing. Louise Holm asks, how to learn a language better. So I have a lot of methods that have been used in my Spanish classes over the last, I guess, 5 years, because I'll be going into my 6th year of Spanish. And I think that I definitely want to compile like a bunch of those tips into one video that I will probably do over the next couple of months, like how to study a foreign language. Skylar asks, do you like correction tape? I do. I don't always use it all the time, though, because I don't normally have it handy at all times. Vanessa98 asks, is it helpful to go to a library to study? I personally think that it is helpful to do that because if you have a lot of distractions at home, then going to a library or a coffee shop is a really, really good way to stay focused while you are working. Joyce Yun asks, any tips for AP World History? Yes, definitely read your textbook. There is a lot of information in that class because it covers like 10,000 years of history. So if you make sure that you are reading your textbook, trying your best to take notes out of there, because for me personally, my teacher didn't make PowerPoints that covered all of the information. It just covered key information. So if you have an outline of all of the information that you are going to need for the exam, then that's something that I would definitely recommend. Moshi asks, are you planning to study French? I am not. Claire Potter says, I need to sleep now. Good night, Serena. Good night, Claire. I hope you have a great night. Is AP English language and composition hard? Asks Ava. I don't really know because I've never taken the class. I know that at my school it's supposed to be very, very difficult. Luna Hammy asks, fave Harry Potter book. Ooh, so I definitely really, really love the Prisoner of Azkaban. I think is my favorite one. I really, really like that one a lot. Abby Wilson asks, the number one person that inspires you. So I don't have one person that inspires me completely. I actually have there's this thing called DCI, it's Drum Corps International, and for anyone who really likes band and marching band, you definitely know what I'm talking about. It's like sort of a major league marching band, if you will, and I think that that's something that inspires me every day because of their dedication and motivation to do well. Lonely Purple asks, would you buy the Hobonichi Cousin again or would you recommend it? Yes, I would definitely be buying this again. I think I'd definitely get the spring edition, which starts in April next year. Ella asks, what do you do in your free time? So in my free time, I spend a lot of time looking and working through social media stuff. I'm super active on Instagram and Snapchat and here on YouTube and on Tumblr. So I spend a lot of time doing that. And ooh, Corey says, my friend just went to DCI. That's awesome. I've always wanted to go and watch it live. Farkas asks, will this video be available to watch later? Yes, definitely. As soon as this video finishes processing, it will be up on my channel like a normal video, so you can definitely watch that as much as you want after that. So